So far, we've talked about various ways of taking notes: the Cornell method, outlining, visual organizers, and the 2 and 3 column method. In this video, we're going to change it up a bit and talk about something that you might do before or while you're taking notes from your textbook: annotating. The word annotating stands basically for any way that you decide to mark your textbook. Many of you already probably use a highlighter in your textbook, but highlighting is only beneficial if used properly. Often, students get a little bit excited with their highlighter and end up highlighting a large portion of the page. The important thing to remember is that the more you highlight on a page, the more likely you'll have to reread the entire page, instead of just going back and focusing on the important information.
Highlighting is the most widely used form of annotating, but it isn't the only way. Underlining is another form of annotation and can be used with or without highlighting. You may not always have a highlighter in these cases. Underlining works perfectly fine. In addition to just underlining the words, you can do things like circling words, using double lines, or adding numbers next to words. You may come up with special meanings to the ways you underline or mark your text. For example, you may circle keywords and vocabulary, double underline main ideas, use single underlines for supporting details, and use numbers to denote lists.
When using SQ4R and highlighting, remember to use the survey step before you start highlighting. This way, you'll get the big picture of the chapter before you start marking it. And when doing the final R, review, be sure to look over your annotations that you made while reading the text. You can also copy your annotations to notes in this step.
Some other types of annotating you can use are adding symbols and marginal notes. You can come up with meanings for each of the symbols you use to mark your text. Maybe a star to denote a key person and question marks to denote what you need to look up on later.
Marginal notes are notes that either show up in the margins written by the author or notes that you write yourself in the margin. The quality learner will make a quick reference to the information on the page with the information in the margins. Try out different methods of annotating while you're reading your textbook and figure out what works best for you.